what about communication, like from your perspective? Do you think kids communicate well these days? And if not, how could they do better?
Well, that is true. My experience have been is that when people are not exposed to intentional learning about communicating and having confidence to ask questions, sometimes they stay right in their head, right? Um, and it's just interesting that these types of, programs could cause somebody to really start getting outside of their head, right? And start thinking about things a little differently. And I think that communication, we right now we're we at the edge of so much technological advances with communications, right? And it's important for us to be mindful of how to utilize that strategically
Yeah.
to create safe places for people to begin to ask questions, even going to the ends of teaching people how to ask questions, right? And then once you do that as a part of skill building, you're building knowledge and building skills, how to communicate and ask questions, even with people who are different than you are. Once you start developing those skills, we call it like leadership development, but it could be social development too, whatever you want to call it, but it has certain types of curriculum components that needs to be in there, Adam.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, communication is definitely key. And with communication, you also have to learn how to listen,
Yeah.
right? And in listening, um, to um, to learn, right? And then learning hopefully is transformed into application, right? So if you learn to do well, then you will be well. You'll do things that are of well-being, right? So um, that's where I think that communication is definitely would be a good springboard for appreciating diversity and inclusion, especially through these mindful programs. Yeah.